debates and decisions that are shaping our continent now in Europeans.
This is about arts culture in Cyprus and efforts to overcome political obstacles. What we're seeing here is a piece written by the Swedish playwright August Strindberg, reworked by a young Cypriot troupe under the direction of a Greek actress. It was a change of scene for Despina Gatsiou, who came from Athens to mount this production in Nicosia, the capital of Cyprus.
Coming in Cyprus is a challenge. There is the audience in Cyprus that's a little bit difficult. It's not ready to demand things. And it's also, you know, the present. It's a very special time. Cyprus has the difficulty with the cultural things, with the political things. It's a little bit, the time is a little bit burning.
The performance space is part of the Artos Foundation's Contemporary Arts Center under the direction of husband and wife team Achilleas Kantonis and Maria Papakaralambous. The mission they have taken on is to promote modern creativity on their island. They say the potential is enormous and underexploited.
We are at the cross point between Middle East, Europe, and North Africa. You can understand people that we live here, we experience this, I would say, this blend. So by having this blend and having this richness, because I consider it to be a richness, we have more responsibility. I don't like the word responsibility, especially for the artist, but anyway, I would say this it has more possibilities of entering into new forms of expression.
Showing contemporary Cypriot creation in the plastic arts is what the Diatopos Gallery is about. Art critic Daphne Nikita runs this space. She says the islanders' interest is still limited, but that there is an enormous pool of creativity here.
Unfortunately, in Cyprus, we don't have the art collectors like they have in other European countries who buy art because they want to create a remarkable art collection. Here we have a small group, if you want, of people who buy art to decorate their house.
Rare private art collections aside, the contemporary art market on Cyprus is limited. The Pharos Gallery wants not only to show homegrown talent, but is outward-looking as well.
We are a small island, and I think we suffer from ethnocentric provincialism on both sides of the divide. And now that Cyprus is part of the EU, I hope that our horizons will broaden and that we will be closer to the mainstream of European cultural and other activities as well.
The island's division marks the Cypriot art scene. Turkey invaded in 1974 in response to a Greek Cypriot coup backed by the military junta then in power in Athens. A UN peace plan in 2004 failed to win a consensus. The island is still split, the Republic of Cyprus in the European Union, but with Turkish Cypriot statehood in the north recognized only by Ankara. Near the so-called Green Line dividing the island's capital, Nicosia, Yanis Toumatsis manages the Municipal Art Center. He's a firm believer in the power of artistic creation to break down barriers. Last year, an international art gathering scheduled for Cyprus was cancelled over politics, but Toumatsis continues to organize daring exhibitions aiming to bring together artists from both sides of the divide.
Just after the events of 1974, we lived in a more introvert society. Now the young artists are more extrovert. They try even harder. They communicate with their colleagues in Europe easier. So I think that's why we have this intense movement in the art scene, the contemporary art world in Cyprus.
This travelling show on the theme of memory has works by 3 Cypriots. It was set up by the head of the Apollonia Europe Artistic Exchange Programme, Dimitri Konstantinidis, and inaugurated in Strasbourg, France, where the association is based. The exhibits will tour in Belgium and Poland this year. 2 Greek Cypriot artists and 1 Turkish Cypriot artist create from the anguish of the past.
Exhibitions allow us to see the trauma. One also sees political messages, mostly from artists, towards finding unity, an island in the end where the communities will once again live together.
In the northern part of the island, Zera Sonia is a leading contemporary voice. She was aged 2 in 1974. Here she is today in the northern half of Nicosia. After schooling in Turkey, Zera came back to Cyprus in 2001. She's now making a go of developing the visual arts. There has been more contact with Greek Cypriots since the Green Line started opening up in 2003, but she regrets that young Turkish Cypriots don't have much chance of being seen.
One might say that the only outlet Turkish Cypriot artists have today is the one that the government of the Cyprus Republic gained through Europe and the world, and that if and when it decides to include Turkish Cypriot artists in their projects, that's the only way we can have a voice outside. We don't have any kind of art market here where we can sell our work. We don't have any art critics who come here and talk about our work, or any place where we can display our work.
The art market in Turkey is saturated, so it doesn't offer northern Cyprus artists many possibilities either. Ashik Menez, head of the island's only fine arts school in the north of Nicosia, he considers the political constraints on his pupils unfair. If an invitation is accepted from the Republic of Cyprus authorities, this is seen as unacceptable integration on the side of the self-proclaimed Turkish Cypriot authorities.
Most of the young artists just going to the Turkey, and then trying to organize their events, artistic events, from the Turkeys and just go abroad. This is not a direct way, okay. Still, we are waiting for a justice from the European Union.
The EU is planning to make 2008 the year of intercultural dialogue.